Hey yo guys, SelfDev TV here. Today we are going to publish our project to Vercel so we can visit it publicly and you can share it with your friends or family members. For example, here I tested it out with a test project and the result looks like this. So it's just you have your own URL that you can share, and that's just the minimum sign in and sign out workflow working online. Loading SelfDev TV, yeah. One quick side note I forgot in the last video. Make sure to uh, exclude your .env file from your GitHub repository. So basically go into gitignore and add this line here, .env, because you really don't want to push private or secure data to GitHub. I'm very sorry that I forgot this. Please, if you already pushed it, just delete the project on GitHub and push it again, but with the env excluded. Thanks. Now to the publishing part. So head over to vercel.com and create yourself an account. And then it's really simple, I think. Once you have done it once, click on import project. We want to import from a Git repository. Then you have to enter the link from your GitHub repository, which is this one, edit clone, continue. If exists, integrate is permitted to access it. It's funny. Clone. GitHub app settings. Select repository. Oh, okay. That's the setting. When it first asks you this, you have to click all projects. That's a thing I missed when I set it this one up. I clicked Vercel can only access this Reddit test repository, but you click all or choose exactly this one. Now it should work. Yeah. Then you can give it a name. We leave it like this, and the framework preset is Next.js, and yeah, environment variables, we can enter a few here. For this, we have to set up a new GitHub secret. So let me copy some things from our .env file. For example, the GitHub client ID. And then we go to GitHub. The problem with this is we already have developer settings, OAuth apps, and our Reddit clone. And we already have our secret. Now, we can just add one authorization callback URL, and this one is very important. And we can just add one URL per OAuth app. So we need a second OAuth app, like the production, you can say, so it works. But it's a good practice lesson, I guess, if you just add a new one. So click new OAuth app. We call it Reddit clone prod. The homepage URL is interesting. Let's go back here and we leave it blank for now. Environment variables, click on deploy. And we have to wait for a few seconds. Basically, it clones the repo on their server and runs a command like yarn build and then yarn run or something like that, and runs it on the server. It should be available in a few seconds. Yeah, congratulations, your project has been successfully deployed. Let's visit it. This is our repo, our name from Vercel. So go ahead and copy it. If I click on sign in, it won't work because it can't find our variables, the client ID and client secret from Reddit, from GitHub, for example, or the database ID. So we have to enter it in a few seconds. But now that we have our Vercel link, let's copy it, paste it here, and the same down there, but with /API/auth. Click on register. Then the client ID. And now we can go to Open Dashboard and Settings and Environment Variables. And here we click on Secret and name it, whoops. We name it exactly like in our .env file from our project. So let me copy this. GitHub client ID, oops, sorry, I missed something. That's very important. Select GitHub client ID, select secrets, create a new secret. And we call it the same. You can call it like this, but I unfortunately have other secrets already from my test project. So I call it like this, but it doesn't really matter what you call it at the add name. But what is important is the actual and new client ID from our new OAuth app. So let's paste this here. And make sure to check these two and hit save. And now we will do exactly the same steps for the other parts in our .env file. So I copy the client secret. Create a new secret. I also call it like _2, but you can leave it like without the _2. And now I generate a new client secret. I do this on the second screen so I don't have to cut it out. But you should already know how to do this. Just click on generate and copy the link and paste it to the value and click on create secret. So it should look like this, GitHub client secret, and the value is behind this, yeah. And also make sure these two are checked. The next thing is the database URL. Select the secret, we call it database URL. And again, I will paste it on my second screen, but you just go ahead in your .env file and copy your database URL and paste it to value. And click on create secret. Then it looks like this. These two should be checked. Let me zoom in, just figured out I haven't zoomed in that much. Okay, click save. And now we have our three important secrets. One more thing we need is when we go to the next-auth package to get started. Out on the bottom it says deploying to production. When deploying to your site, set the next-auth URL environment variable to the canonical URL of the website. This means we copy this URL and create a new value. That's name is next-auth URL. Next-auth URL. I call it 4 because I already have so much. But again, you can just next-auth URL. And then we need the correct link. Go to Vercel. It's Reddit clone. Deployments, and this is the link. Reddit clone teal Vercel app. This is the link, and now we paste it here. We click on create secret, and also make sure these two are checked and hit save. And we have now everything set up as it should be. Yeah, one thing I'm not sure about is if we have to redeploy in order to make the environment variables work. Let's test it out if it works. Sign in. Doesn't work, so just go on Reddit clone, then deployments. Click our one deployment, and then hit these three buttons and choose redeploy and redeploy. And then we just wait. Once this status is green, we can try it again, and then it has injected the correct environment variables. So we have to wait again. Yeah, and now it's ready. It's just the same link as before. Try it out. Hopefully it will work. Sign in. GitHub. Yeah, and there it is. Authorize. And we are online and signed in. So everything is working. And the cool thing about this is if we push to our main branch, which is called master, because I changed some things in the background because I pushed .env file and it wasn't easy to get rid of it in every merge and commit I have uploaded. So it's just master for now. But if I push a new commit to master, Vercel automatically builds a new deploy and deploys it under this exact URL. So when you hit this URL, you will always get the latest version from GitHub. And that's why I really like the whole Next.js and Vercel workflow. Just push it and everything works out of the box. Yeah, that's it for the deployment. In the next part, we will get our hands wet and dirty. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. As always, please like, subscribe, and give me suggestions or your mind in the comments, and I read every comment and will reply to you. So thanks. Bye bye. Stay healthy. SelfDev out.